Hey Vespa fam, if there ever was a perfect day for riding, this might be it. I have an errand to run today, and I thought I would take you all along and share the story with you of how I learned a lesson when I got my Vespa. So I hope this is helpful to you, especially if you are in the process of deciding what scooter to get. I think this is going to be helpful information. I'm going to share my story, and I would love to hear what your thoughts are on it. Thanks for watching.
All right. So I'm going to start this story with a confession. I think most people, once they get to know me, would recognize that I'm actually a bit of a cheapskate. So, for example, my kids really never got name brand cereal unless they were visiting their grandparents. I mean, I was just fine with generic. Also, I buy almost none of my clothes new. I often buy my clothing secondhand, not because I have to, but it's almost sport for me to get the better deal, to try to find the good deal. So I've done this for pretty much my whole adult life, from when my family was just starting out and we really did have to pinch pennies. I just really never stopped doing that. And so it is extremely rare for me to buy like the best of anything. I just generally don't do it. So when I started seriously considering getting a scooter, I did what I would normally do. I kind of started researching the different kinds of scooters out there. And I really wanted to find something used. I didn't want to buy it new. Again, I buy almost nothing new, so it seemed logical to me that I wouldn't buy a scooter new either. And I researched a lot of brands, a lot of different brands. Now, I always loved the Vespa. My first experience on a scooter was on a Vespa, and I just thought it was amazing. So that was the desire out the gate. But I generally feel like most of the time I'll sort of go with something good enough, figuring, if I want to upgrade later, I could always do that, but maybe I'll just be fine with whatever I choose from the beginning. So I'm looking at kind of narrowed down my options. I had a very difficult time finding used scooters that were in decent shape, but I kept looking. I was being as patient as possible, but I was very much ready. So then I start seriously considering. I kind of had a second scooter that I really loved. I actually still think it's a really good looking scooter. And I'd sort of settled on that because I could get that new and it wasn't going to be as expensive as a Vespa. And I thought, I would probably like that. I think that'll be great. And so I'd sort of settled on that as I was continuing to look for used scooters. I thought, you know what? No decent used scooters are popping up. I think I'll just end up getting this other bike. Meanwhile, I attend the motorcycle safety class, and on one of the days during one of the breaks, when we were out on the course, the whole group was aware that I was interested in riding a scooter and not so much a motorcycle. And the instructor started asking me, he said, so what is it that you want? What kind of scooter do you want? Are you going to get a Vespa? And I said, well, that's the dream, but I've been looking into some other ones, and there's some other good ones out there, so it depends on what I find. He shook his head, and he said, nah. He said, buy once, cry once. Just get the Vespa. And even then, I was like, no, I don't think so. They're a lot of money. They're just a lot of money. So I continue to look. I continue to wait. I am moving closer and closer to just getting the new scooter that was sort of my second choice. And then this one pops up on Facebook Marketplace. And I'm looking at the pictures of this beautiful red Vespa. And I thought, my goodness, that is exactly what I want. It had everything I was looking for. It was the size engine, it had the top case already, it had the crash bars already. It only had one owner who bought it new. And so I pursued that, even though getting this used Vespa did cost me significantly more than if I would have gotten the other scooter brand new. I decided to pursue this one instead. My husband's a little bit more go straight for the quality, don't go for second best kind of mentality than I am. So he's very supportive. And I went and took a look at this one, and I gave it a test ride, and I was like, this is it. I just love this. So I kind of accidentally got just the scooter I wanted right away. And I can say without a doubt at this point, I'm so glad I didn't get the other option. Now, I still think that other one is a good scooter. In fact, I'm considering doing a test ride of it just to sort of see the difference and what it would have been like had I gone with that one. Like I said, I still think it's a good scooter, a reputable brand, good reviews, good reputation. I was fine with that. But now that I have my Vespa and love it so much, the look of it, the feel of it, the whole experience, my concern is if I would have gotten that other one, I would be spending a lot of time pining for what I really wanted. And the fact of the matter is, if you buy something else and then later have to buy what you really want, you've now bought two scooters, which is significantly more expensive than just buying the one you want to begin with. So again, I kind of learned this accidentally. I really did not intend to go straight for the Vespa, but that's kind of what was presented to me. And so now, at least with this, maybe not with everything, but now at least with this, I advocate for just going straight for what you want. So one thing that's just so satisfying is that I actually continue to look at listings for Vespas. I always want to see if anything good used pops up, and they do occasionally. And every one I see, I do not like as much as my own. And that's fantastic. Now, I'm not saying I'm never going to get a second scooter. As ridiculous as that sounds, part of me does kind of want another one. Maybe with a bigger engine, I don't know. Maybe to try one at least. But even saying that, I actually have zero intention of getting rid of this one. If anything, there might be an addition, but it's not going to be a replacement. This is the scooter that I want, and it's the one that I have. I'm super thankful. So, what are your thoughts? Do you have a particular scooter in mind that you've always wanted? Did you go straight for it? Of course, it doesn't have to be a Vespa. Some people's dream could be a Suzuki Bergman, could be another Piaggio scooter. There's a lot of different ones out there. Did you go straight to get the one you wanted, or did you start with something else with the intention of working your way up? Or did you get something else and you're perfectly satisfied with it and you actually don't think about what you really want? I would love to hear your thoughts and experience with this. Like I said, am a super unlikely person to be talking this way, but in this case, I think it was completely worth it. So comment below. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. There's a lot of scooter content ahead. It is riding season coming quickly. I got lots of plans for different videos and rides when every day is warm, not just one every now and then. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.